ಹಾಯ್ ಎವ್ರಿವನ್. SSLC ಮಕ್ಕಳಿಗೆ ಇವತ್ತು ಮ್ಯಾಥಮೆಟಿಕ್ಸ್, ಸೈನ್ಸ್ ಮತ್ತು ಸೋಷಿಯಲ್ ಸೈನ್ಸ್ ಪೇಪರ್ ಪರೀಕ್ಷೆ ಇತ್ತು. ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಮ್ಯಾಥಮೆಟಿಕ್ಸ್ ವಿಭಾಗದ ಕ್ವಶನ್ಸ್ಗಳನ್ನ ನಾನು ಇವಾಗ ಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. ಬನ್ನಿ ಯಾವ್ಯಾವ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಇತ್ತು ಮತ್ತು ಅದನ್ನು ಹೇಗೆ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ಅಂತ ನೋಡ್ತಾ ಹೋಗೋಣ. ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್, ದ nth ಟರ್ಮ್ ಆಫ್ ಎನ್ ಅರ್ಥಮೆಟಿಕ್ ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರೆಷನ್ ಇಸ್ an is equal to 4n plus 5 ದೆನ್ ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಫಿಫ್ತ್ ಟರ್ಮ್ ಈಸ್ ಅಂತ. ಸೊ ವೆರಿ ಸಿಂಪಲ್. ಇಲ್ಲಿ n ಜಾಗಕ್ಕೆ ಏನು ಹಾಕ್ಬೇಕು, ನಾವು 5ನ ಹಾಕಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ದಟ್ಸ್ ಇಟ್. ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ a5 is equal to 4 into 5 plus 5 that is equal to 5 4s are 20 plus 5 that is equal to 25. So what is the answer? 25. That is option C is the answer. Second question is, when the quadratic equation 5x square is equal to 2 into 2x plus 3 is expressed in the standard form, the constant term obtained is the question. Very simple. 5x square is equal to 2 into 2x plus 3 is the given equation. That is 5x square is equal to 2 into 2x is 4x plus 2 into 3 is 6. That is 5x square minus 4x minus 6 is equal to 0. The constant term is minus 6. Therefore option D minus 6 is the right answer. Now see the third question. X minus 2y is equal to 0 and 3x plus 4y minus 20 is equal to 0 R is the question. Very simple. Is it intersecting or coincident or parallel or perpendicular? ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವೇನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ರೇಷಿಯೋನ ನಾವು ಫೈಂಡ್ ಔಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ a1 by a2, b1 by b2 ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ c1 by c2. ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ a1? ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ 1 divided by 3. ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ b1 by b2? ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ minus 2 divided by 4. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ c1 by c2 ಈಸ್ ಹಿಯರ್ c is not there, that is 0 divided by minus 20. That is 1 by 3 and 2 ones are 2 2s are, and this will be 0 by anything is 0. Therefore here see here a1 by a2 is not equal to b1 by b2. So this is the condition for intersecting lines. Therefore the answer is option A, intersecting lines. Read the fourth question. The pair of equations of lines are shown in the graph ಅಂತ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಪೇರ್ ಆಫ್ ಲೀನಿಯರ್ ಈಕ್ವೇಷನ್ಸ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರೈಟ್ ಲೈನ್ ಪಾಸ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ, ಅದು ಒಂದು ಪಾಯಿಂಟಲ್ಲಿ. ದಟ್ಸ್ ವೈ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಇಂಟರ್ಸೆಕ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಲೈನ್ಸ್. ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್? ಇಂಟರ್ಸೆಕ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಲೈನ್ಸ್. ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ q of 1, 0. ಇಟ್ ಶುಡ್ ಸ್ಯಾಟಿಸ್ಫೈ ದ ಈಕ್ವೇಷನ್, ರೈಟ್? ಯಾವ ಈಕ್ವೇಷನ್ ಅದನ್ನು ಸ್ಯಾಟಿಸ್ಫೈ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೋ ಅದೇ ಇದರ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ನೋಡೋದು ಅಂತ ನೋಡೋಣ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ x is equal to 1 ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ y is equal to 0 ಅಂತ ತಗೋತೀರಾ. ಈಗ ಇದನ್ನು ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ, ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಂದು ಈಕ್ವೇಷನ್ಗೆ ಸಬ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಈಗ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಆಪ್ಷನ್ನಿಗೆ ಸಬ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ನೋಡಿ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ x ಜಾಗಕ್ಕೆ 1 ಪ್ಲಸ್ y ಜಾಗಕ್ಕೆ 0 ಹಾಕಿದರೆ 1 ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಅದೇ ಸೆಕೆಂಡಿಗೆ ಹಾಕಿದಾಗ ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ ನೋಡಿ, 2 into 1 minus 0 is equal to, ಇಲ್ಲಿ 1 ಬರಬೇಕು ಆ್ಯಕ್ಚುಲಿ, ಬಟ್ 1 ಬರುತ್ತಾ ನೋಡಿ. ಸೊ 2 minus 0 ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು 2 ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಸೊ 1 ಬರ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಎ ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ವಾಟ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಬಿ? ಸಿ ಹಿಯರ್ 2 into 1 ಪ್ಲಸ್ 0 is equal to 2 ಬರಬೇಕು. 2 ones are 2 ಪ್ಲಸ್ 0 is equal to 2, ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ 2 is equal to 2 ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಅದೇ ನೀವು ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಸಬ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, x is equal to 1 ಪ್ಲಸ್ y is 0 is equal to 2 ಬರಬೇಕು, ಬಟ್ ಅದು ಬರ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ. 1 ಪ್ಲಸ್ 0 is 1 is not equal to 2, ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಬಿ ಕೂಡ ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಸಿನ ಚೆಕ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕೀಗ. ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಸಿಗೆ ಏನು ಮಾಡೋಣ, x ಜಾಗಕ್ಕೆ 1ಅನ್ನು ಸಬ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಟ್ ಮಾಡೋಣ, ಮೈನಸ್ y ಜಾಗಕ್ಕೆ 0 ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು 2 ಬರಬೇಕು. ಸೊ 2 ones are 2 ಮೈನಸ್ 0 ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ 2 ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಸೊ ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಒಂದಾಯಿತು. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಸಬ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಟ್ ಮಾಡೋಣ. 4 into 1 ಮೈನಸ್ 0 is equal to 4 ಬರಬೇಕು. 4 ones are 4 ಮೈನಸ್ 0 is equal to 4, ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ 4 is equal to 4. ಇದು ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಸೊ ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಸಿ ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಸರಿಯಾದಂಥ ಉತ್ತರ. ಡಿ ಒಂದ್ಸಲ ಚೆಕ್ ಮಾಡೋಣ. ಡಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ನೋಡಿ, ಈಗ y is equal to 0 ಮೈನಸ್ 1 ಆಯಿತು, ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು 0. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಮೈನಸ್ 1 is not equal to 0, ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಡಿ ಕೂಡ ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಏನೂ ಆಗಲ್ಲ, ಬಿನೂ ಆಗಲ್ಲ. ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಸಿ ಈಸ್ ರೈಟ್ ಆನ್ಸರ್. ಫಿಫ್ತ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ನೋಡಿ. ಇಫ್ ದ ಪೇರ್ ಆಫ್ ಲೀನಿಯರ್ ಈಕ್ವೇಷನ್ ಇನ್ ಟೂ ವೇರಿಯೇಬಲ್ಸ್ a1x plus b1y plus c1 is equal to 0 and a2x plus b2y plus c2 is equal to 0 are parallel lines, then the correct relation of their coefficients is ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಯು ನೋ ದ ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ಸ್, 3 ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ಸ್ ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆ. a1 by a2 is equal to b1 by b2 is equal to c1 by c2 ಆದರೆ ಅದನ್ನು ಏನಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ? ಸೊ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಕೋಇನ್ಸಿಡೆಂಟ್ ಲೈನ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಅದೇ ಥರ a1 by a2 is not equal to b1 by b2 ಆಗಿದ್ದರೆ ಅದನ್ನೇನಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ? ಇಂಟರ್ಸೆಕ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಲೈನ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಪ್ಯಾರಲಲ್ ಆಗಿರಬೇಕು ಅಂದರೆ a1 by a2 is equal to b1 by b2 is not equal to c1 by c2 ಆಗಿರಬೇಕು. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಎ ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆದಂಥ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. Sixth question ನೋಡಿ, if the pair of lines 2x plus 3y plus 7 is equal to 0 and ax plus by plus 14 is equal to 0 are coincident lines, then the values of a and b are respectively equal to is the question. ಸಿ ಈ ಕ್ವಶನಲ್ಲಿ ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ನಿಮಗೆ ಆನ್ಸರ್ಗಳು ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆ, ಅದನ್ನೇ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಅಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಷ್ಟೆ. ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಕೋಇನ್ಸಿಡೆಂಟ್ ಲೈನ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರೋದ್ರಿಂದ, ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ದ ಕೋಇನ್ಸಿಡೆಂಟ್ ಲೈನ್ಸ್, ಕರೆಕ್ಟಾ? ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ a1/a2 is equal to b1/b2 is equal to c1/c2. ದ ರೇಷಿಯೋ ಶುಡ್ ಬಿ ಈಕ್ವಲ್. ದಟ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಐದರ್ ಈ ಈಕ್ವೇಷನ್ನೇ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ರಿಪೀಟ್ ಆಗಿರಬೇಕು. ಈ ಈಕ್ವೇಷನ್ನೇ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ರಿಪೀಟ್ ಆಗಿದೆಯಾ ಅಂತ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗೋದು ಹೇಗೆ ಅಂದರೆ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ 7 ಇದೆ, ಇಲ್ಲೂ 7 ಇರಬೇಕಿತ್ತು, ಬಟ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ 14 ಇದೆ. 7 14 ಆಗಬೇಕು ಅಂದರೆ ಮಲ್ಟಿಪಲ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ 2 ಆಗಿದೆ ಅಂದಮೇಲೆ 2 ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಎ ಆಗಬೇಕು ಅಂದರೆ ಏನಾಗಿರಬೇಕು, ಮಲ್ಟಿಪಲ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ 2ನೇ ಆಗಿರಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ 2 2s are 4. ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಎ ಇಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು 4 ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬಿ 3 ಇದೆ, ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲೂ ಕೂಡ ಬಿಗೆ ಏನಾಗಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಮಲ್ಟಿಪ್ಲೈ ಬೈ 2 ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ. 3 2s are 6 ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಬಿ ಇಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು 6. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ 4 and 6 ಇಸ್ ದ ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆನ್ಸರ್. ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಸಿ ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಸರಿಯಾದಂಥ ಉತ್ತರ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. Next question, which of the following is an arithmetic progression? Very simple question. You have 4 options. You should verify whether the common difference is same or not. Simple. The first question is -1 - 1 is 0. That is second term minus first term, that is -1 - 1 is 0. -2 plus 1 is -1. That's why the common difference is not possible here. Again in option B, 1 5 9 is there. 5 minus 1 is equal to 4. 9 minus 5 is equal to 4. So here the common difference is same. That's why option B is the correct answer. Let us check option C, that is -2 minus 2 is equal to 0. Then this 2 minus of -2 is equal to 2 plus 2, that is equal to 4. That's why this is not possible. Option C is not possible. Option A is not possible. Option D, here 2 minus 1 is equal to 1 and 4 minus 2 is equal to 2. Therefore option D is also not possible. So option C is the right answer. Again see 8th question, that is the 11th term of the arithmetic progression -3 -1 1 3 etc. is, that is 11th term means a11 is equal to a plus 10d, that is equal to, what is a here, -3 plus 10 into what is d. D is second term minus first term, that is -1 minus of -3, that is equal to -1 plus 3, that is equal to 2, that is plus 2 into 2, that is equal to -3 plus 20, that is equal to 17. Therefore the answer is option D, 17. The next question, the sum of the first 10 terms of an arithmetic progression is 155 and the sum of the first 9 terms of the same progression is 126. Then the 10th term of the progression is, here we know that S10 is equal to 155 and S9 is equal to 126 and we have to find A10 is equal to how much. Very simple, S10 minus S9 is equal to A10, you know that. So S10 is 155 minus S9 is 126 is equal to 29. So therefore the answer is 29, that is option C is the correct answer. The next question is, if one root of the equation 2x square plus ax plus 6 is equal to 0 is 2, then the value of a is, if you substitute 2 to x, you will get the value of a, that is 2 into 2 square plus a into 2 plus 6 is equal to 0 is the solution. That is 2 into 4 plus 2a plus 6 is equal to 0, that is 8 plus 2a plus 6 is equal to 0, that is 2a plus 14 is equal to 0, 2a is equal to -14, a is equal to -14 by 2, that is a is equal to -7. So a is equal to -7 is the correct answer. So that is option C. The discriminant of the quadratic equation px square plus qx plus r is equal to 0 is, we know the discriminant is b square minus 4ac, ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. Then we can write the discriminator as b square minus 4ac. Here the a is p and b is q and c is r. Substitute this value in b square minus 4ac, we will get q square minus 4 into p into r, that is q square minus 4pr is the answer, where it is q square minus 4pr, that is option A. Therefore option A is right answer. If 4 x 10 are in arithmetic progression, the value of x is. So ಈ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ನಾನು ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ವೆರಿ ಸಿಂಪಲ್, ಯು ಶುಡ್ ಆ್ಯಡ್ 4 and 10. 4 plus 10 divided by 2, that is 14 by 2, that is equal to 7. Therefore the answer is D, option 7. The next question is the root of an quadratic equation ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0 are. So the Sridhara's formula ನೀವು ಬರಿಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ. x is equal to minus b plus or minus square root of b square minus 4ac divided by 2a. So which is the option is minus b plus or minus square root of b square minus 4ac divided by 2a, that is option A is the correct answer. Then see, x minus 3 into x plus 2 is equal to 0. The roots of this equation are, so very simple, these are already given as a factors, that's why we can directly write it as x minus 3 is equal to 0 or x plus 2 is equal to 0, then x is equal to 3, x is equal to minus 2, that is 3 comma minus 2 is the correct answer, that is option B. 15th question, if the sum of two consecutive integers is 27, then the integers are, very simple, consecutive integers means one is x, another one is x plus 1. If you do the sum, that means you should add x plus 1, it gives 27. Then 2x plus 1 is equal to 27 and 2x is equal to 27 minus 1, that is 2x is equal to 26, x is equal to 26 by 2, that is equal to 13, that is x is equal to 13 is the answer. If the one number is 13, the next consecutive number is 14, that's why 13 and 14 is the answer. You can find the answer easily because 7 and 20 is not consecutive, that's why this is not answer. 1 and 26 is not consecutive, therefore this is also not answer. Minus 13 and minus 34 is also not consecutive, therefore this is not an answer. The only possible is 13 and 14. So the next question, in the figure the value of sin theta is, very simple, sin theta means opposite by, sin theta is equal to opposite by hypotenuse, that is equal to opposite, theta is here, therefore the opposite side is 1, the hypotenuse side is 2, therefore 1 by 2, the answer is 1 by 2, that is option A. The 17th question, the value of sin 30 degree plus cos 60 degree minus tan 45 degree is, very simple, sin 30 is 1 by 2 plus cos 60 is 1 by 2 minus tan 45 is 1, half plus half is 1 minus 1, that is equal to 0. The answer is option D, 0. So 3 plus secant square theta is equal to is a question. Very simple, we know that secant square theta is equal to 1 plus tan square theta. Substitute the 1 plus tan square theta here, you will get 3 plus 1 plus tan square theta, that is 3 plus 1 is 4 plus tan square theta. So 4 plus tan square theta is the answer, that is option A. Next question, the angle of elevation of the top of a tower from a point on the ground which is 30 meters away from the foot of the tower is 30 degree, then the height of the tower is, very simple, there is a tower, in the foot of the tower is 30 meters and it has an angle of elevation 30 degree. This is the question. Very simple, we have to find the height of this tower. This is an angle, this is a theta, and we have to find height, and we know the adjacent side. So opposite divided by adjacent. So this will be the ratio. This ratio comes in tan theta. Tan theta is equal to opposite by adjacent. We know that tan 30 degree is equal to opposite. Opposite means that is height h divided by adjacent means 30. So 30 degree, tan 30 degree means that is 1 divided by root 3. So 30 will come here and it get multiplication and h. Then h is equal to 30 can be written in the form of 10 into 3 and 3 can be written in the form of the root 3 into root 3 divided by root 3. So root 3 get cancelled, therefore h is equal to 10 root 3 is the solution. Therefore 10 root 3 meter is the answer, that is option C. 20th question, the value of sin theta into cosec theta is, we know that what is cosec theta? Cosec theta is equal to 1 divided by sin theta. Substitute here, we get sin theta into 1 divided by sin theta. Sin theta cancel, we left with 1. Therefore the option B, 1 is the solution. 21st question, the formula to find the midpoint of the line segment joining the points A x1 comma y1 and B x2 comma y2 is. So, we have to find the midpoint formula. Midpoint formula says that x1 plus x2 by 2, y1 plus y2 by 2 or x2 plus x1 by 2, y2 plus y1 by 2. ಸೊ ಈ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ಎಲ್ಲಿದೆ ಅಂದರೆ ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಎ ನಲ್ಲಿದೆ. x2 plus x1 by 2, y2 plus y1 by 2. Therefore, option A is right answer. The next question is the distance between the points x1 y1 and x2 y2 is very simple, that is square root of x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square or x1 minus x2 whole square plus y1 minus y2 whole square, that is whole root. So, this will be in the option A, x1 minus x2 whole square plus y1 minus y2 whole square. Therefore, option A is the right answer. The value among the observations of most repeated scores, the most repeated scores of a data is the mode. Therefore, the option B, mode, is the answer. Next question, the mean of the following score is very simple, that is you have to add the marks the given 1 3 5 7, that is 4 plus 5 9, 9 plus 7 is 16. There are 4 observations, therefore divided by 4, 4 ones are 4 fours are, that is option D, 4 is the solution. The relation among the mean median mode is very simple question. This is a direct question. Option A, 3 median is equal to 2 mean plus mode is the correct answer. The next question is, a cylinder made of wax is melted and recast completely into a sphere, then the volume of the sphere is. It is a very simple question and the volume does not change when it molds from one shape to another. Therefore, the answer is option D, equal to the volume of the cylinder is the correct answer. The next question is, the formula to find the midpoint of the class interval, very simple, upper limit plus lower limit divided by 2, that will be in option C. Therefore, option C is the correct answer. See the 28th question, triangle ABC xy is parallel to BC, then this is the question, very simple, xy is the parallel. Therefore, by basic proportionality theorem we know that AX divided by BX should be equal to AY divided by CY. So, this will be in the answer B. Therefore, option B is the right answer. The next question is, observe the given two triangles and identify the length DF in the following. Very simple, we have to find the DF. Since these two triangles are similar, how? Very simple, 6 centimeter till 12 centimeter. Therefore, this will be 6 into 2. Here AB is one side, is corresponding side is DE, and 3.8 centimeter is multiplied by 2 will get 7.6 centimeter. Similarly, AC is 3 root 2 centimeter, then it should be 3 root 2 into 2, that is 6 root 2 is the answer. That will be in option A. Therefore, 6 root 2 centimeter is the correct answer. 30th question, triangle ABC similar to triangle PQR, area of triangle ABC is 64 centimeter square and area of triangle PQR is 100 centimeter square. AB is equal to 8 centimeter, then the length of PQ is. Very simple, we know that area of ABC divided by area of triangle PQR should be equal to the corresponding sides squares, right, the ratio of the corresponding side squares, that is AB square divided by PQ square. So, what is ABC is 64 divided what is PQR is 100, that is equal to AB is 8 square divided by PQ square is PQ square only. Then 8 square and 64 get cancels, then PQ square is equal to 100, then PQ is equal to square root of 100, then PQ is equal to 10. Therefore, 10 centimeter is the right answer. The next question is, in the triangle ABC, angle B is 90 degree and BD is perpendicular to AC. If AB is 6 centimeter, BC is 8 centimeter, then the length of CD is. We have to find the length of CD. Very simple, we have to compare with triangle ABC, this full triangle, with the triangle BDC, that is the base of ABC is BC divided by the base of BDC is DC. That should be equal to the hypotenuse of the big triangle is AC divided by hypotenuse of the small triangle is BC. we have to find CD, then we will get BC square divided by AC is equal to DC. So, what is BC square? BC square is 8 into 8 divided by what is AC? AC is 10 is equal to CD, that is 2 4s are 2 5s are 4 8s are 32 divided by 5, that is equal to CD, that is 5 1s are 5 6 are 30, 5 4s are 20, that is 6.4 centimeter, that is in the option B. Therefore, 6.4 centimeter is the correct answer. The next question is, in the given figure, AT is a tangent drawn at a point A to the circle with center O such that OT is equal to 4 centimeter. If OTA is 30 degree, then AT is very simple. We have to find the AT and the given OT. So, this distance is 4 centimeter. Then we have to find AT. This will be the 90 degree. We know that is hypotenuse. This will be the hypotenuse and this will be the adjacent. We have to find the hypotenuse and adjacent relationship, that is cos 30 degree is equal to adjacent divided by hypotenuse. Cos 30 is root 3 by 2, adjacent means we do not know, that is 80, divided by hypotenuse means 4, then 80 is equal to 4 into root 3 divided by 2, 2 1s are 2 2s are, then 80 is equal to 2 root 3 is the answer. Therefore, 2 root 3 centimeter is the solution. The next question is, in the given figure PA, PBC and CD are the tangents to a circle with the center O. If PC is equal to 8 centimeter, AP is equal to 5 centimeter, the length of the tangent CD is. So, we have to find the CD, this length we have to find. The given PC is equal to, this length is 8 centimeter and AP, this length will be 5 centimeter. We know that if we draw two tangents from an external point from a circle, then the two tangents are equal. Therefore, AP 5 centimeter, then PB is also 5 centimeter. The total length of PC is 8 centimeter and we have PB is 5 centimeter, then the BC length is 3 centimeter. Since BC and DC is a tangents drawn from a single point, then DC is also 3 centimeter. Therefore, the option is B, 3 centimeter is the correct answer. Next question, the wrong statement in the following is. Very simple, a tangent to a circle touches the circle exactly at one point. This is the correct statement. When a straight line is drawn to a circle, it always passes through a point on a circle. See, this is a circle. If you draw a straight line, it passes in 2 points. 2 point alli pass agutte, but illi a point on a circle anta kottidare. So, this will be the wrong statement. The point common to the circle and its tangent is called the point of contact. Very good. Suppose there is a circle and the point on the tangent and the circle is point of contact. This is correct. The tangent drawn at any point to a circle is perpendicular to the radius drawn at the point of contact. The tangent drawn at any point to a circle is perpendicular to a radius drawn at the point of contact. This is correct. So, if we draw a radius, this will be a 90 degree, that is why this is also correct. So, option B is wrong. Therefore, we have to choose option B. So, option B is the correct answer. The next question is, which is the next step of construction while constructing a pair of tangents to a circle from external point T given in the figure. Given figure is here, we have to join this point here, that is why the option A is the correct answer. After that, we have to take this as a center, that is point M as a center, and we have to draw, that is why the option A is correct answer. The next question is, the surface area of a sphere is 616 square centimeter, then the radius of the same sphere is. So, surface area of a sphere, the given, we know that the surface area of a sphere is 4 pi r square, they are given that 616, then 4 into 22 divided by 7 into r square is equal to 616, r square is equal to 616 into 7 divided by 22 into 4, 4 1s are 4, 4, 4 5s are 20, 4 4s are 16 and 2 11s are 2 7s are 2 7s are 11 1s are 11 7s are 7 into 7 is 49 and r is equal to square root of 49, then r is equal to 7. Therefore, 7 centimeter is the correct answer. The next question is, the volume of a cone as shown in the figure is. So, volume of a cone is very simple, 1 by 3 pi r square h is the answer. This is the straight question, option C is the correct answer. The next question, the formula to find the total surface area of a right circular base cylindrical vessel of a base radius r centimeter and height h centimeter, O point at one end is. Very simple, this is a direct question, that is option A, pi r square plus 2 pi r h centimeter square is the correct answer. The next question, to find the curved surface area of a frustum of a cone as shown in the figure is the formula used is. This is also a direct question. The answer is option C, pi L into R1 plus R2. So, this is a direct question. Then we will move on to the next question. The total surface area of a solid hemisphere is 462 centimeter square. If the curved surface area of it is 308 centimeter square, then the area of the base of the hemisphere is the question. Very simple, they given the solid hemisphere, it looks like this, and the total surface area means we have to find this area and this area. So, we have find all the areas, and if the curved surface area means we have to remove this, right, only this area. That means if you have an hemisphere like this area is curved surface area, and if we do this area also, this will become total surface area. Then the area of the base of the hemisphere, we have to find this area. This is very simple, we know the total surface area and this much area. We remove curved surface area from the total surface area, we will get the base of the hemisphere, that is 462 minus 308, that is equal to 154 centimeter square. ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್, ಇವತ್ತು ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರುವಂಥ ಮ್ಯಾಥಮೆಟಿಕ್ಸ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್ಸ್ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ಸ್ಗಳನ್ನ ಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ಏನಾದರೂ ಡೌಟ್ಸ್ ಇದ್ದರೆ, ಕ್ಲಾರಿಫಿಕೇಷನ್ಸ್ ಇದ್ದರೆ ನೀವು ಕಮೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. ಮತ್ತು ನಿಮ್ಮ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮಿಗೆ ಆಲ್ ದ ಬೆಸ್ಟ್ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ನಾನು ವಿಡಿಯೋನ ಕ್ಲೋಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ವಿಡಿಯೋದಲ್ಲಿ ಸಿಗೋಣ. ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು.